Constructive dismissal means where your boss or your employer is not really terminating you, but they are treating you at work in a manner likely to suggest that you are not needed there. Hi guys, so this is Ask a Lawyer by Crime Sipoa. I'm Praxidis Kageha. I've been talking to us about employment and everything to do with the work environment. So we are back today again to talk about the final segment being dismissal. I'll be answering a few of your questions on dismissal. The first one being, does an employer need cause to terminate or reason to terminate? Yes. This is a big yes. It's a capital yes, bold, underlined. Many employers lose cases in court because of this. Yes, in as much as an employment contract is a contract like any other, the law is a bit strict on the employer when it comes to termination. You just can't give notice because the contract tells you to give notice. The act is very clear that you have to give the reason why you're terminating. And now this makes it even worse because once you give the reason, every reason has its process. Say if business has gone low in this COVID period, that's a reason, but it implies redundancy. So you have to make sure you have followed the redundancy procedures in Kenya, yeah, which are very clear. Notify the employee, and if that employee is unionized, or rather they belong to a union, notify them, notify the labor office. Yes, an employer has to give a reason for the termination. And if the termination is because of that employee's conduct, then it means that is summary dismissal. Then you need to follow the procedure, which means give them a notice to show cause, ask them to come defend themselves on what they think that they have done that warrants a dismissal. If they doesn't explain satisfactorily, then you dismiss, but make sure you give them a right to be heard. Okay, so yeah, that's practically it. There has to be a reason when it comes to the employer terminating, but for an employee it's easy. No, you don't need a reason to terminate for as long as you've given notice. Which brings me to the next question of when can an employer deem that an employee has resigned? Resignation basically means that I tell you as my boss, I am resigning, and it has to be in writing because proving words is very difficult, yeah. And the resignation, of course, you have to give notice. And if you're not giving notice, then you have to pay in lieu of the notice. Well, we are going to talk more about that when answering the next question. But answering when an employer can deem that an employee has resigned, once that employee has given you notice, it is important to respond to the notice. Reason being, if you do not respond, well, if that employer doesn't recall their notice and the next month they come to work, say for instance the employment contract was giving room for 1 month notice, so they resigned and they gave you 1 month notice as an employer. So when that 1 month ends, you never accepted the resignation or you never declined it. So if they work the following month, then it means they never resigned. Okay, so it is very good once you have been given notice as an employer, respond to the notice by either accepting or declining. Clarify the situation so that you don't end up with an ambiguous, or rather you don't end up getting stuck where maybe you thought the employee is resigning when ideally they thought, okay, they had a second thought about it and they decided to just come to work. Okay, so it's good for you to respond to the notice, make it clear. If there are circumstances where, or there are employers who have chosen to actually pay. For instance, if the employee has come to you giving you 1 month notice, that telling you, for example, it's 1st of the month, they're telling you by 30th or 31st, I'm out. You can decide to pay them for that month and they don't work. Okay, so either you allow them work for that month, then they go, or you accept the notice, the resignation notice, and pay them and let them go immediately. Which leads me to the next question: what is a working notice? Notice is basically what we've been talking about. You see, you just can't walk in and out of your employment place. You know, you can't just walk in and out of your boss. Neither can your boss. You know, your boss can just wake up one morning and tell you, Manze, don't come. So that's what notice is all about. And notice, as I've said all along, it's just time, you know, you're notifying the other party, whether you are an employer or an employee. If you're an employer, you're notifying your employee, I won't be needing you from this time. If you are an employee, you say, now I won't be available as from this time. And now contracts vary, yeah, but the Employment Act is very clear. If the employee is a casual, that is, they are paid weekly or daily. If it is daily, a day's notice is sufficient. If it is weekly, a week's notice. If it is monthly, a month's notice. Okay, but where a contract prescribes a longer notice period, parties are obligated to observe that period. Say, for instance, I was employed under a contract for 3 years, and under that contract it says for me to resign, or for my boss to fire me, or for whichever party to end the contract, they need to give 3 months notice. Both of us are bound by that 3-month notice. And where the contract has not said how long, it goes back to what I had mentioned earlier. If you're paid monthly, or if it is a fixed term contract, then you are supposed to give 1 month notice. If you are a casual worker, a week, a day can suffice. So the last question, before I go to the last question about notice, as I had earlier said, should an employer receive notice from an employee, they can pay you and let you go immediately, because it's allowable under the Act. Either I give you notice or I pay. So if you are an employee and you got another job, or you just can't continue working there, should you opt to terminate your contract, your boss can claim that notice, the pay from you. That is, if you are supposed to work for a month, if you're supposed to give notice for a month, either if your boss is the one who's letting you go immediately, then they need to pay you for that month. If you are the one leaving immediately, your boss can claim that 1 month pay from you. So I hope that's clear. So we can talk about the last question, which is what is constructive dismissal? Constructive dismissal means where your boss or your employer is not really terminating you, but they are treating you at work in a manner likely to suggest that you are not needed there. For instance, remember earlier in our last one of our previous videos, someone was asking, now, well, all the work I'm supposed to be receiving is being given to someone else. Yeah, my emails are not being answered, my salary is not being paid. Basically, just the workplace environment is becoming hostile for whichever reason, making you to get the impression that I'm not needed here, and you decide to resign. Well, that's constructive dismissal. So it is practically a situation where your employer pushes you to the wall so much that you have no other option but to go, and you can go to court for damages, or rather for compensation for such kind of a termination. But now the trouble is proving that you've been mistreated at work, you've been pushed to the wall. For as long as you can prove that you were pushed to the wall and that's why you left, it's good, you can actually win the case. So that's where the hurdle normally is. Yes, you would have been pushed to the wall, but can you prove it? So yeah, that's it for today. We hope we've been able to answer all your questions. As I had said earlier, we have posted articles on this and even other topics on our website, that's mmsadvocates.co.ke. So feel free to visit the website and have a read at our articles on this, on employment law, on whichever aspect of law that we have posted there. And should you have any questions, feel free to reach out to us through the website or through my email, which shall be posted at the bottom of this video, or you can reach out to Crime Sipoa, the Ask a Lawyer segment. We are happy to come back and address your questions. Thank you and bye.